Preservation Hall opened in 1961 as a venue committed to preserving and perpetuating New Orleans music. It's been a home for New Orleans jazz and for New Orleans musicians for almost 50 years, and 7 nights a week you can come and listen to some of the greats from New Orleans play the music that was born right here in New Orleans. There had been music at Preservation Hall since the 1950s, mid-1950s. Informal jam sessions took place here when it was still an art gallery. My parents turned it into a regular nightly event.
Yes, about 2.5 years ago, a group of us came to New Orleans. It was very difficult to hear New Orleans jazz in New Orleans a few years ago. So we rented an old art gallery and began Preservation Hall.
And it was shortly after they established Preservation Hall, the band became highly in demand all around the country as a touring act. And that's when the band started receiving international acclaim. And it's amazing to think that was almost 50 years ago. Preservation Hall came into existence at a critical moment in our history as a city, as a state, and as a country. Its origins, its humble origins, were right in the middle of the civil rights movement, when it was frowned upon for white musicians and African American musicians to perform together, for African American musicians to perform in front of white audiences. These were things that Preservation Hall was a part of changing. The soul of the music that we perform here has remained the same over all of these years, the same way that the soul of New Orleans has remained the same.